Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Mitch already put it in there. Open topic. Anybody's got anything, by all means, put it in. Hi, Brock, Tommy J, Bill, Dirty Old Man, Wowie. Who else? Whoever I missed. Gator Jake, did I already say that? Hey, Gator. Hey, Jake, how are you? Hope you're feeling
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I think in another deal yesterday, you said that you and the wife are just got little symptoms, but you're doing good, which is good to hear. Hey, Mark, how are you? Oh, we got 15 in chat already. So yeah, open topic. Anybody? I'll start with the health things. Good. The houses really got me excited. We picked out more stuff yesterday and went over there. They got all the ceilings in, all the electricals pretty much done. He's going to, I met the cabinet maker, went over all the kitchen cabinetry, the bedroom cabinets that we're going to have built. And I'm going to actually have a little desk built in my room too. Yeah, so everything's going good there. I'll probably do a video either today or tomorrow over there. But yeah, things are looking really good. I'm kind of excited. And who else? And Gary's here. Did I say hi to Gary? I did say hi to Bill, I think. And yeah, anybody got any kind of topic that anything they want to talk about, we'll just we'll leave it wide open. Like I said, I could talk about the house for a couple hours, but I'm just I'm kind of excited. I did pick out a refrigerator, a microwave. We had already picked out the toilets. We found another sink that we liked. I think we're going to have black granite countertops. Well, I know we're going to have black granite countertops in the kitchen, but I think we're going to add them to the bathroom. And she picked out this white above the deal sink. It's kind of like a white marble grayish type thing. Go with the theme of the bathroom. So yeah, so things are looking up. I mean, when I walked in there yesterday for the first time, I walked in there and felt like it was actually a home for the first time. Hey, what's up, Tom? Good morning. I guess they're opening everything back up the first for in restaurant dining, which is kind of cool. I know that's going to help out people. Is that you?
Yeah, oh, fuck. I'm turning. If anybody out there in the world can hear me, please don't call while I'm on the goddamn stream. For fuck's sakes, I'm on a rant today.
Uh-oh. Who else? Oh, Joe's here too? I didn't see Joe.
I'm shutting that
too. Hey, Joe, how are you?
Shutting that off. Next person that calls me will be blocked from my personal devices. Thank you very much.
First of September. That's what I heard. And the same
it was line.
Was it line? The first from
Hey Tom.
Rumor that I heard, or I heard that that's
6 hours in the ER. Wow.
Too. But
gosh,
I heard that the first they were going to open up pretty much everything on October 1st. So if this one came true, hopefully the one in October comes true. And I think they just have to, I don't know. I just don't see any reason why not. They're vaccinating the heck out of people now here in Thailand. I think the other day there was over 1 million in one day or half a day or something. Anyway, the numbers were high enough to everybody mention them on the news and stuff. So things are in the right direction. I think Thailand's getting a bunch of doses of different vaccines from different countries, which helps. And so hopefully they'll do it. Hey, Robert's in the room. How you doing, Robert?
Hello, Robert.
Well, this is open topic 9 tonight. Good. Yeah. So if anybody's got, I should put up the link too, in case anybody wants to come in and open their topic. We can do that. Let's see. How do I do this? I think I'd know I'll be ahead of the game here, but I'm not. There you go. Should be coming up any second. I know Dirty Old Man had. What's that?
Go ahead.
No, I just had heard earlier in the chat. I saw Dirty Old Man say he got headphones.
I'm trying to give some folks some more material because I've only had one video about me in the last week, so we need more. I'm not.
Mark's coming in.
I don't feel famous anymore.
Hey, Mark, what's up?
Good morning, viewers.
Hello there,
Good
Mark.
morning, Mitch. How are you? Good morning, Dave.
I know that
I'm really
we were.
good. I'm good.
Did
actually.
you guys ever? I don't know. I kind of had to
Coffee.
bow out the other day because I had to go over to the house. But Mitch was trying to get on. What is this? Grady's.
Okay,
What
it's your
happened? I'm
challenge.
not supposed to say
We
that, or what?
managed to communicate.
No, I don't know
with
what
you.
you say. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I never found out what the final turnout was. You trying to get on to what's his
Jake.
name? I forget his name. The one with that just bought the house. Grady,
Buddy May.
Grady, or what? What's his name?
Was it?
That Mitch was trying to get on the stream. Did you get on?
Oh, Waza. Yeah, Waza. Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about. You were a little
Yeah,
further
no.
back by my.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
Robert Mack, brother.
Hey, Robert.
Rob Mack.
Hey,
Am
Brock,
I here
what's
now? I
up?
just went to get off because I didn't see. Am I still on?
Yeah, you're on.
You're here. You're here.
You're in live. You're on live.
I just noticed
no-
somebody's live on another channel. I seen somebody bring Mitch's name up. Is
Tom?
that a huh?
Yeah, I'm famous. Don't worry about
My
it, man.
God,
It's-
Are you a celebrity?
I got blocked too. He got blocked and I got blocked.
Oh my
So-
God! You mean
Jake's here.
we got nothing
I have-
coming?
There's
Can
Jake.
I have the
Hey, Jake.
code?
We got
Go
nothing
ahead.
coming, huh?
Hey,
What's
I
going
just
on?
got a
I'm in
question
Branson,
for-
Missouri.
Right on.
There's my wife.
Hey, Jake.
There's my
Jake,
little
good to
brother.
see
He's
ya.
got a bad shoulder. He's getting his shoulder fixed. He got a electric
Ah.
charger on it. There she is. Here.
You're in Branson now?
Yeah.
All I see is
Branson.
big blotchy flesh. I can't see anything else
Oh,
in that little
stop
screen.
it. Let me hey, look. There's a river.
Oh, wait,
There's
hang
a-
on. Let me
Here's
get
the
kick line
patio.
off.
I don't know if you can see out here. There's a patio, a river out here, a lake. It's dark. You
Well,
can't
that's a nice
see it.
place. You got mosquitoes
Oh, I-
there too.
Yeah,
I can see it.
I got a little bit. I got a thing right above my head. It'll chop my hair off. If I stand up. It's
Well, you have one more fan, Robert.
look at that, man. If I stand up, it crop me.
Yeah,
How's
you're
everybody doing, man?
Good. I
excellent.
got no
I hope you've
complaints.
got- I
Thanks
hope
for
you've got
stopping
pants
by the
on,
other day,
Robert.
Mitch. I appreciate it. I didn't see Dave or Mark over there.
Was
on
that
the
today?
river. No, the other day. I'm going.
What-
Oh,
going
the
up
other
to-
day. Oh, okay.
I'm going to Table Lakes tomorrow. Hopefully, unless it rains, we're going to go out in the lake and play.
What time?
Cool.
What time were you on? What time
Hell,
was
I
it
don't
for
know.
me?
I couldn't tell you. You know, when you have a boat, you have beer, so it's hard to tell.
3 a.m. or something my time.
Yeah, it's too early for you.
Yeah, but I woke up this morning and went on a channel for 5 minutes at
Did you?
3:30 a.m. So
I
it
see.
depends on if I wake up.
I see. Joe had a motorcycle wreck, hurt his leg. Mine, it looks terrible.
Yeah.
Good
Moving-
Lord, he's lucky he didn't.
Hey
break.
there, Sabais. I am.
boy.
You know what? I give Joe a lot of credit because I know that I had talked to him and I know that he was feeling kind of dumb, to say the least, about doing it. But for him to go on there feeling the way he did,
Right.
with the
Down and out.
only intent of trying to help somebody else,
Yeah,
it shows the character that the man has. The
you're
man
right.
is the
You
guy's a
know,
man, you know.
He's trying to bring awareness to.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
do it all the time. When I back my Forza down the driveway, at the end, it's about like this. I'm going backwards, rolling out with my feet about that far off the ground,
Right.
rolling backwards. So I could very easily, it doesn't take much. I know that I've only been down once in my life. I want to say 30 years old, doing stupid stuff on a Harley, wheelies across an intersection, dumped it.
I broke
Drunk.
my leg
So it
on.
didn't work. I never
playing
did it,
on a
never
dirt
went down
bike.
before, but I've been lucky.
I broke an ankle. Let me see. I've laid one down on Beverly Boulevard, coming out of Beverly Hills. I was going
Well,
to
dirt-
I was going to get
In the
some more
dirt, in the
goodies.
dirt's a different story for me.
No, I laid
I've
it
been
on
down
the
a few.
street once.
No,
and
you
I
said
laid
on the
one-
dirt.
I laid one in the hills.
No, on the dirt, I've been down plenty of times. On the
Damn,
street,
the street,
that's
the
different.
street burned the hell out of my hands and my legs when I did it.
Hey, Johnny, how
Oh,
are you?
Shit.
Who else came in?
Robert.
Siam, how are you?
Hey, Johnny.
But yeah, so yeah, I give him a lot of credit. The guy's definitely a stand-up man. I appreciate it. I know it almost makes me want to wear boots but I haven't had a pair of nothing but thongs on. I think I've had sneakers on 4 times
really.
in 10 years since
God,
I've been
I couldn't wear
since I've been
leather
retired.
coat in Thailand.
No,
Oh my
no.
God, I'd die.
So if I go down on that Forza at 40, 50, even 30, 20 miles an hour like TT did, I'll be done. I'll be in the hospital.
Isn't that
for
Forza a lot heavier though than the
Yeah,
regular
yeah.
bikes too?
I'm thinking about putting the crash bars on. I'm thinking about putting the crash bars
like
on.
the Harleys have.
Yeah, they have them for the
Harleys
Forza.
have 'em.
They have them for the Forza. And
Oh,
they're
they
not
do?
expensive. Yeah, and they, like I said, that it's so cheap to have stuff installed. They'll probably put them on the bike for
That's a good
$300
idea. That's
for
a
under
real good
$10.
idea. As we
Yeah,
get
because
older,
of my
we don't heal quick, and we hurt faster and more.
I'd like to be able. I've got it pretty down pat in my mind anyway. If I did go down, to be able to sit on the top of whatever I'm sliding across the pavement on, which is fine until something sticks and you do this stuff. Then you're in trouble.
Shit.
But you could slide sitting on top of them, and there's nothing really to burn yourself on the scooter unless you're on the.
Hey,
on
Mitch,
the
how you
exhaust
doing
side.
over there?
Doing really good. I was just typing that in, so I'll just say it.
Looks like
Yes, I'm on
looks
Phuket.
like you're a new man since you flew somewhere.
Yeah, I am in Thailand. I'm on the island of Phuket. I've been done with my sandbox for weeks now. I've just been incognito
Happy for you, brother.
because there's some serious haters out there. I keep getting junk mail every day. Got blocked today.
What?
Channel? Yeah, I asked. All I asked was, "Am I blocked here also?"
Really?
Because there's somebody supposedly turning over a new leaf and trying to be a better person, and
Yeah.
apparently
Aren't we
apparently
all
that
trying to
person
be
hates
better
me.
persons? I see
Yeah.
Mark's looking like he's trying to be a better person.
Yeah, the guy kind of said that Mitch, he's known for a long time or something, and why doesn't he just come to Thailand? So all I typed, I've never typed in anything on this guy's channel. I typed in Mitch is in Thailand, and he went off on me and blocked me immediately.
I thought it was a fake account. I tried to call Mitch. I thought it was I just happened to open my phone. I seen it live.
I'm sorry.
So I
Sorry.
tried to call send Mitch. I thought it was a fake Got to Love Thailand and on his channel.
No, but I'm done. I'm not watching that anymore. I thought maybe the guy was turning over he wants to make some money, and so he's trying to turn over a nice guy deal, and he just never. I don't think he's capable. So we'll see. I'd never said anything to the man. Never said two words except Mitch is in Thailand, and that got me blocked.
You know what? Unfortunately, the good guys always get attacked. You guys don't do anything. None of us do anything, and everybody wants to attack everybody. It's just terrible.
I really didn't know too much about YouTube. Obviously, Mitch has kind of taught me a lot about people that come in or whatever. But I didn't realize how jealous people get of different YouTubers. It really amazes me because I, for once, when I'm on, is that my phone or somebody got their phone on?
That's me, my damn phone. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm trying to read comments.
But I'm honest and upfront when I say I don't care about. I have my retirement. I have everything. I don't need to make money. And anything, if I ever do, which I might not, make dime one here, it'll either go to my wife or to the people of Thailand.
You've been saying that a long time. Exactly. It's a hobby. A hobby.
But there's other people there that are just, they say that, but they're so YouTube that they lose sleep over a thumbs down, or they're jealous of someone else. Well, how can you be jealous of someone else if you're having fun?
I've been getting a thumbs down lately too. I noticed. I don't know where it's
That's
coming
me.
from.
That's me. I'm sorry. I just
bless your heart. Bless your heart.
I didn't want you to feel like the lone wolf, not having it.
All I look at like this, at least somebody's paying
Where's
attention.
Brock? How many? Do we have any thumbs down yet, Brock?
Yeah, we got one. That was Jake.
Let me see.
That was Jake. Jake gave us a thumbs down.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a thumbs up. Hey, I'm gonna give you a thumbs up right now. Ready?
What happened?
Boom. There's a
What
thumbs
happened
up.
to Mitch? Where did Mitch go? Mitch left. Where did he go? He left. He must have got disconnected or something.
We've missed
But
serious questions, guys. For Robert,
So
Mack,
I just stopped in to say hi, man. You know, I'm over here doing stuff. I just want to say hi, you know, because I haven't been on YouTube too much. I did a live stream, 2 of them. One was good. The other one, I lost connection up there in the caves. But tomorrow I might do one. You know, I just do it for the hell of it. You know,
I'll tell you.
I like to talk to people, and that's it. You know, it's a hobby.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah, I know. I just have fun at it. Tom, I'll tell you after the live stream. I don't want to mention anybody's name. You know, I get in enough trouble as it is. My wife says I stay away from names. I'm doing the right thing. So that's what I'll do until then. But yeah, you know, I don't know. I'm having fun. Like I said, everybody will know when I stop having fun, I won't be doing it anymore. So everybody will find out. But I can't see not. I don't care. I have thick skin. They can say whatever they want about me, you know, and I might get a little aggravated. But you know what it is?
You're probably like Joe, one of the mellowest people. You're just doing your own
Yeah,
thing, you know.
Yeah, it's
like
you know, I got no problem. Anybody that really wants me or really thinks that I'm a bad person, I live in Surin. If you want to, I'll pin my location in my deal. You can come on over.
But they're cowards.
Anytime
They're cowards.
You'd like.
They
won't.
They don't want to meet anybody face to face because they're cowards.
They are.
You know.
They are. Yeah, and I've never done. I tell you the truth, I've never done anything to anybody. You know, and I've gotten accused on more than one occasion, and I don't like it. But I'm not going to pursue it anymore because the guy is
shit. What somebody says.
Whoa! What?
You know?
Yeah.
Are you talking about somebody accused you, Dave?
Oh yeah, they called the channel a troll channel, and they got on one of the persons.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah. You know him. You've been on his channel.
Oh, okay.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay,
but I'm gonna let
Dave.
you know what I from the beginning I figured I'd let things go. Things have gotten out of hand. He had a bitch with somebody that actually comes on here, never given me any problem, has never been on that I remember, never been on the panel.
Yeah.
But has commented on my deals saying, you know, nice bike or your house looks great or whatever. Till somebody does something directly to me, I'm not going to crucify them.
You know, Dave. At the end of the day,
your bike is really nice. You know that. I don't know what people can do. They gotta say something good. Even your house is shaping up too. But people that don't have
I've heard certain things about this guy from other people that says that he can be abusive to somebody, but I think that it was working both ways. And until I know 100% about anything, I'm not going to condemn either one of them, you know. But I got in trouble for not even in trouble. I could care less. But you know what the good thing about YouTube is that if you're a subscriber, and I'm a subscriber to a lot of people, and I go on and I don't like what they say, like if I don't like what Robert says, I can go click and I'm off. I don't have to listen.
Exactly.
You know, but do I want to go on there and make nasty comments or call Gator Jake and say, you know, Robert's a good for nothing, blah blah? No, why am I going to do that?
Shit.
No, I just cancel. I cancel Mark all the time because
Mark can be abusive. It's just the way that the Aussies are.
You know,
Brock can be that way too. There he is. Now he's naked.
I'm kidding, brother. You know that. You know I love you. You know I love you, bro.
Dirty old man.
Hey, what are you doing, Mark?
Dirty old man.
I mentioned one thing, and Mark decides
he's
going to strip out.
Here.
What's going on? Shit, bro.
It's humid out here. It's like Thailand. But anyways, I gotta go. We're getting ready to go out into town.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to wake up in the morning and see if I can, or early, and I'll definitely check and see what he said. Who came? Oh, there he is. I was just trying to. There he is. Hold on. There's Mitch.
Hey, Robert.
I just wanted
Robert Mack, you take care, man.
Have a good day, everybody, or good night.
We love you, Robert Mack.
Take it easy,
care,
Robert.
bro.
Take care,
Have a good one, Robert.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care, bro.
I have 4G. I stand corrected. 4G. I was saying I had 5G because I'm so used to 5G in my head, but I'm not in La La Land. I'm in Thailand, and I
gotta
have
find
4G
out-
at the moment.
You want to
So,
get 5G
no.
though, right? Because I'm going to text Nitnoy and find out if they have 5G TOT. I'll find out. I'll find out what mine is. I don't know. Do you have to? Does your phone have to be capable? Does anybody know? Does your phone have to be capable of receiving 5G?
Yeah,
Or it does.
yeah, I've got a brand new phone.
I don't. Mine's an iPhone 8, and then I think I've had it 8 years or 6 years or whatever. Whenever they came out. There was a Wowie's funny guys. Handsome Mark. Oh, Wowie liking what she sees. He's a taken man, Wowie. He's taken. His woman's waiting for him to come. Can't wait to get him.
Sorry, Wowie. Sorry.
You do have your pants on, don't you, Mark?
No, those have been
I
off.
thought they were optional, bro.
They are optional on this show. They're definitely optional. But
Huawei wants to know these things.
yeah, now to get one thing is, like I said, what did Mitch? Oh no, you're still there. How come you're not? Oh, there you are. Is that there was hearsay about the September 1st, all the restaurants opening, they opened, or they're going to, and some other restrictions lifted. Along with that same same paragraph that I heard, the October 1st opening of pretty much everything was also in the same breath that I was told about the September 1st. So hopefully that comes. Now people are saying they're thinking things are going to open up the middle or end of October. Now wouldn't that be freaking great? You wouldn't even have to do anything, Mark. You would just come right in and go. You know.
Yeah. Well, Tom might be able to clarify, but the CCSA last night said that there was rumours around the internet saying you have to show a vaccination card to go into restaurants, but the CCA last night made no mention of it, no mention at all of it.
Well, you know what the deal with me on that was? When they said that, I said, this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, because it's my understanding that if you get vaccinated, you can still carry the virus and get it. So what difference does it make whether you've been vaccinated or not if you're going into a restaurant? Because you can carry it whether you've been vaccinated or not vaccinated. So that was really stupid to me. I shouldn't say stupid. I didn't understand why. We lost Mark. Brock, I am a star. Richard said so. I just read that. Has that been up there all along, or did he just?
It's been there since it's been there the whole time. Yeah.
It was too small. I didn't see that. Should we let Mark back in? He left for no reason. Let's let him in.
Hello.
Even though he left for no reason. Oh, he's having problems. We having problems?
Yeah, he's having issues, you know.
Mark,
I got a problem.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, Houston, we have a problem. I
I
dropped out for some reason.
Oh, okay. That was because I removed you. You were being abusive, so I stopped. I should have removed you when you took your top off, but I let you stay for that. Hey, Craig, how you doing?
Gratuitous nudity.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, Jake.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, my wife and I were both double jabbed, right? With the Pfizer, and we're both. My wife is almost fully recovered. I'm pretty much fully recovered from a breakthrough, if you will. Breakthrough.
Well, let me ask you a question. Maybe you know, Jake. When you were both tested positive for COVID, could you give it to somebody else at that point?
So I'm not quite sure, Dave. It was one of those things where we were testing positive and we were just kind of staying at our house.
But since Mark said that there was no mention of that, needed to go into restaurants having that card, I'm imagining that they thought about it more and decided that wasn't a criteria that they needed to do. And let me real quick before you get back into it, no one mentioned. My wife trimmed this up because she said I needed to look more like Brock. So I said, all right, go ahead and cut it. And she cut it, and boy, she butchered me. It took me almost 15 minutes to undo all the uneven places in it, and it's still, I don't know. I guess it looks all right. So go ahead.
I was giving James some shit tonight, by the way, about Chocolate Man in Thailand, about how much gray he had going on because he's like, shit, man. He's like 20 years younger than you and 15 years younger than me. And God, he's got this gray shit going on.
Yeah, he's talking about he's going to go back to the U.S. I mean, not even talking about it. He's going back. So, but he says not for long, a month maybe or something. So I why not? I'll tell you what, if I knew that I didn't have to really do a queue and I could go to the United States and come back, that's one of the main reasons I took the Pfizer. On the 16th, I'll get the second one. And what people told me, and this is all rumor stuff, I didn't have any, except for a sore arm, I didn't have any kind of problems. But they said after the second one will knock you down in the dirt, or can knock you down.
It can. I'll tell you what. The second one for me was it wasn't 100% bad, but it was like a.
What about you, Mitch?
It kicked me pretty hard, man. And same with my wife. The second one.
Yeah, Mitch had Pfizer also, right, Mitch?
Yeah, back in March.
Did the second
issues.
One do anything? Nothing on the second one either.
No, my arm was.
No?
I think my arm was sore.
I'm hoping because I don't really want to get sick.
I recall, but heck, I wake up sore anyway. So
my buddy in Udon said he got his 3 days before me. He goes in on the 13th and gets his second one. And when I told him I was going to go in and I was worried about it, he said, "You don't have to worry. It came from our country, the U.S. And if you're a foreigner, you get water. If you're a Thai person, you get the Pfizer." So he said, "Nothing's going to happen to you. You're only getting water." So I said, "Okay," but it was okay. So like I said, I didn't, except for I was really surprised. Nothing when they put it in, barely felt it. It wasn't until the middle of that night when I rolled over on that shoulder that I went, "Oh, that's weird." And then it was sore for about a day and a half. But it was sore. I mean, you could tell it was there. But my buddy asked me, "Did you check it with the card reader? And did you do this?" He's definitely against vaccination. In fact, he sent me 3 videos today on why I shouldn't get it. My daughter spent 45 minutes on the phone begging me not to get it on Father's Day, and I ended up getting it because I want to travel. I gotta have it. I don't have a choice. It kills me in 2 years.
What the hell, Mark? What are you doing?
Hey, Richard. How you doing, man? We were talking about you. Were your ears burning?
Wow, that's pretty good.
Is Richard here? Richard Travel?
Richard's here. He's very famous.
Oh, well, bring him in, man. Bring him in.
I told him in the show, he probably didn't read it, but I said, "Okay, great. Now to get on your show, not only do I have to have a sex change operation, but I've got to move to a different country because he's changing his venue. So I've got to move to Vietnam. I've got to get a sex change." And Richard said he'll have me on.
Oh, Jesus.
But your show was I like the segment. I got to be nice here. I like the segment with the guy from NDIVD. I like that one. I felt bad for you. I'm going. Richard's trying to get some jokes in, get some stuff in, and it was
dying, man. I'm sorry.
It wasn't going. It wasn't. I got a freaking. It wasn't going good. But I thought you handled it quite well. I really have never watched his channel before, but I did notice live he was different than when he was on his video, because I watched a couple of his videos afterward, and I subscribed to his channel. So, he was a little bit different. It seemed like, or maybe I don't know. When people go live, maybe you get a deer in the headlight thing or something. I don't know. I might be the same way. You never know. I would do it to Richard just to do it. If he asked me something, I'd go, I don't know, Richard. And I'd really screw with him a little bit if I ever did. But getting the sex change and moving to Vietnam's not in the near future. So I'm doubting I'm going to. But I wish Richard all the best. I know he's got 30 and a Wake Up. Mitch probably knows. 30 and a Wake Up coming soon. And who's coming in next week? Do you know, Mitch? On Richard's show?
Actually, I'm typing a message here to a troll.
Okay, to a troll. I'm playing parts of the pre-interview.
Only
prove my
Mitch
point.
answers trolls, man.
Uh,
I'm telling you.
Richard, you were. I
None of
thought you handled it. I thought you handled it great.
Brian
Some
Flowers,
things don't
yeah.
go perfect. Some
Only
things don't go
Mitch
perfect. Oh,
answers
Brian Flowers.
trolls,
Okay.
man.
All
I'm,
right.
I'm
And then
sending dick
is
pics.
it after? Oh, is it dick pics? Is it after?
So they
after
start
Brian-
crying
After
when they see
Brian,
the real man.
after Brian, is that when 30 and a wake
That's
up?
Dave. I
coming on?
sent Dave a picture yesterday just for kicks.
Yeah, he did. He said it happened only after he got the Pfizer. But
Every cloud has a silver lining, folks.
you get a third nipple, but something else happens during that. So if you want the third nipple and want a bit more endowed, you take
All right, let's
the
keep
Pfizer.
it clean.
Oh, Joe got a message. Did he get a message from you, Mitch? Let's see. So 30 and September
Oh, that's-
11th. Oh, wow, that's a crappy date.
That's good, Joe. That's good.
September 11th.
Yeah,
not
Kevin
a
will
good,
be on.
Not a good date. Not a good date. But
You could look at it the other way too. It's a good day.
it is a good day. Yeah, it's a good day to travel. I know
We're
that.
still here.
Yeah, we are. We'll never waver.
Nothing
I
gonna
hope.
break us.
No, never happen.
Rock your
Too many people.
Hello,
wife
my
keeps
brother.
Walking back and
Stuck in
forth.
Florida.
Hey, stuck. Too many people bleed red, white, and blue. I mean, I live in Thailand and I still bleed red, white, and blue, man. I always will. Always will.
Yeah, did you miss the storm?
Oh, who did I miss?
Rock, your
Mark,
wife needs to wave when she comes by, man. She keeps going back
There we
and
go.
forth, man.
Mark's having a hell of a time. I hope it's easier for you, Mark, when you get here. And I hope you don't have to go through crew.
Speaking of that,
Rob is
I'm fine,
again
I'm fine with my 4G AIS stuff. I just thought, what the heck?
Hey, Brock,
Here comes Mark again.
did you see
Mark.
Richard's comment? He says you're taking over the conversation again. He is the star, right? I like it. He says Richard said so. I believe it. And I'm the first one. I'm glad Brock's on every day. Is Tommy J here? I didn't see him. Oh, there he is. Hey, Tommy, how are you?
Yeah.
sir?
Yeah, it's a green cup.
Green cup.
Yeah.
Mark, did you make it? Is your audio working, Mark? Or is he frozen? He's frozen.
Kind of like it. This
Yeah.
does better. This looks better.
Let's see. Hey, Tommy J.
You need to wear a green shirt, mate.
Oh, I saw your video. I mean, I saw it come up, Joe. I haven't watched it yet. I got to get into my meditation. Joe's getting me into meditation. Helps to calm my deal. My wife's got me down pretty good though now, man. It takes a lot to get me aggravated because she knows when I go over to the house, if things aren't done the way that I expect them to be done or timely manner, I'm the first one to try to explode. And now I just watch the pie hole, calm down. I'm becoming Thai. I don't know what happened. Must be I'm being injected with Thai stuff. Maybe that's what the Pfizer was. But I try to inspire. I don't know the right words. Inspire by the way the Thai people live. Yeah, by the way the Thai people live and conduct themselves. I think it's quite honorable. A lot better than me. But if I put me 20 years ago and me today, 350% different. So any improvement is good for me. If I'm missing anything,
For getting the close to do things your way, Dave.
What's that?
Is to ask them if it would be a good idea to do something this way, and
Yeah.
then make it their idea.
That's right. I have learned that, and I do phrase stuff in that manner now, and it does help. It does help because they think, like I said, they think it's their idea. I love Thailand. She give me happy Joe, dirty old man by that smile on her face, which is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the last over 2 years, and I'm hoping it's going to be until the day I croak. She'll have that smile on her face, and her families too, the children and everything else. Is Andy in the room? Hey, Andy. Let's see. Am I missing anything?
It is beautiful here.
Yeah, I was. I wish I would have found Thailand like Mitch did. I think you were 17 the first time you came here, Mitch?
Yeah, I was 17.
Yeah. I wish that I had discovered Thailand.
I don't
years
feel
ago, but
17 today.
the way that my life was going then, if I probably would have discovered Thailand in my 20s or 30s, I would have been dead. Because you're talking about a country where if I had a lot of money, I had a lot of money when I was 30. So Thailand, 30-year-old, my mindset was not the place for me to be. I would have died. I probably would have been, I think I could have lasted like a month. But after a month, I think between alcohol, women, and probably the drugs I was doing back then, I'd be dead. Who is this? Oh, Mark's trying to come back in. I forgot I got orange juice. Oh, I have a blue cup too. How come mine doesn't reflect?
Because you got a green screen.
Oh,
What's
the
up,
blue
man?
doesn't work.
Yeah, you got to have it set for blue, and then your cup will go.
Okay. Now I understand. I'm tech savvy. Well, my phone's low on battery.
Right on. Richard's got connections for you, Dave, at the clinic.
That's right. That's the day before my second Pfizer shot. Should I have my second Pfizer shot first?
You going good now?
Richard's a good guy. I hope everything in your life is going good because you deserve it. I hope that everything works out for you. I'm actually kind of interested to see the new venue thing that you've got from people from all over, not necessarily just Thailand, because I'm interested in travel too. I'd love to hear for me, I'd like to hear what people have to say around here, like what Robert Mack says about Vietnam and what somebody would say about Laos, what somebody would say about Singapore and whatever, Myanmar, all the places around me, because as soon as stuff opens, that's where I want to head. So I'd like to see that. So I hope you all the best in doing that, Richard. I really do. I think you're a good man.
Love you, babe.
Don't try to kill yourself, okay?
I won't.
She thinks you're
Very
going to
nice
kill
of you.
yourself?
Very nice of you to say that, Dave.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I hope everything goes good for him. And like I said, I am looking forward to that new deal he's got because I'm interested in going there. And people in Thailand, I don't think they're going to continue to watch regardless what. And it would under the same pretense, I think. Yeah, I might want to go to Vietnam or I might want to go to Laos. And what's it like there and what's somebody's perspective about living there or visiting there or anything. Sounds good to me. I'm under attack, Dave, same as others. Yeah, I know. Me too. And it's sad, but we hang in there and keep our heads high, and it'll all work out. It'll all come out in the wash. Karma is a big deal in my life, even more so being here in Thailand. But karma's always been something in my life, and what comes around goes around. It'll come back to me.
At least you can bounce emails.
Now you're happy with your life. Yeah. I like I said, I've said it before, I couldn't have orchestrated a better end to my life, short of maybe my wife not passing away from cancer, but that happening in my life was part of my life. And my wife now believes that my wife that passed had something to do with me meeting her and living up with her. But it's just I don't know how to say it enough that if you find the right woman here in Thailand, there isn't anything better. I think nothing better. I've at least from what I've found, nothing better. I'm trying to do something here, but it won't work. And Mark's still spinning. So I've like I said, I've got I'm loving life, man. I before I couldn't care less about anything, and now I want to live. I want to make my wife and her family a better life, and believe that I am. And
the band sounds really nice, Andy.
The people say, oh well, you're doing this and you're building the house. It's just certain her name. Most people don't know what the hell they're talking about when they try to rationalize me, but it comes back tenfold. You don't understand. I mean, you give a Thai lady, and I can only speak about Thai lady. Asian women might all be the same. I don't know. But if I give her this much, she gives me this much. So, it's all in return. If you find the wrong one, I'm imagining it's probably 10 times worse. But to find the right one, That's what I found. So retired lives only, and Jake is back. So I had him muted. You're unmuted now. I had you muted for a minute. But let's see. I give up StreamYard. Unstable today. For the first time, I'm not seeing any lag. In the other day when we were on, it was lagging. So I think they are kind of unstable here and there. I wouldn't mind that one that you guys, when you were on Waza's channel. That's a what is it called, Mitch? Discord. Discord. And I know nothing about that, so I'll check into that. But that one that James uses, he says he's having problems with part of it too. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try something. I did pay for StreamYard, but I pay monthly, so it doesn't really matter. So that I could have 10 people. If I wanted to pay more, I could have 1080. But I don't think. I think my face is definitely definitioned enough. I don't need to go up to 1080.
Yeah.
But anyway, Stuck. Where's Stuck saying? We are changing funeral. Yeah, exactly. I got nothing but great things to say about Thailand. There's still YouTubers out there. Don't come. It's not a good place to come. It's horrible. It's look at this, look at that. I don't know. I'm just the opposite. Come on down. I think they're going to open it up in October. The same thing in the Sandbox. They were supposed to only have so many cases, and they were going to reevaluate and everything, and blah blah blah. And now they're up to, I don't know, 800 a week or whatever it is. Mitch, what's it like in the Sandbox? I mean, I've seen stuff there. I mean, if you want to be a monger and you want to come down and chase women, they're still there.
It's awesome.
Yeah. See,
I'm sore because I've got a small rental bike, a little PCX 150. And yesterday I did, I think, about 86 kilometers. The day before I did over 100. I'm sore. I need a bigger bike with a non-abuse suspension,
But you're seeing people there, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not like normal, but they have to do it. I just cannot see them not doing it. And like I said, it's a telltale sign that if they're not going to, if they're not, I think the only way that they'll shut down Phuket if tomorrow comes out that there was 35,000 cases in Phuket. Otherwise, they're not going to do it.
Yeah,
they got to keep it open.
Joe's asking me when's my video coming out. For the few people that are trolling the channel and sending me messages, my video will be coming out after my honeymoon, let's say, or I don't want to say honeymoon because I'm not married. My holiday period of my retirement is over. Yeah. Then I'll focus. Then I may or might possibly start putting content on my channel.
Down and Out says
right now it's too much work. It's too much work for me.
I agree, Down and Out.
So anyway,
I don't know, people.
When I pull my phone out to start taking pictures, I just I put it back in my pocket.
Yeah. Well, all I know
I'm sending pictures home. I'm sending pictures to my kids and stuff.
You sent some to me too, and it looks like there's definitely people there.
Big bike.
They're definitely eating. They're definitely eating in the restaurants. And like I said, if you're going down there, even if you're
another bar just opened on my story.
Yeah, they're
another
there.
Bar.
You might have to go someplace
cranking.
else.
The thing is they've already. I mean, just look at it. If you have a business and you haven't had any business for over a year,
right?
It's like, okay, we're going to open. We're going to be getting tourists. Oh, we better start, fixing things up in the shop. It takes money to do that, and then if it doesn't open, and then once it opens, it's not like, oh, tomorrow there's going to be 10,000 people here.
Right.
On the,
and I don't think that's going to happen.
It's going to take months. This is going to take decades, literally decades. Yes. Airlines around the world, same thing. They're not going to come out. They're going to jack prices, but they're not going to jack them too much because they're going to be in debt forever. They just, with any situation like it, the money needs to keep changing hands. I'm not a financial guru, but when the music stops, if you don't have a chair, you're screwed. So they got to keep the music playing. Right? See the analogy?
Yeah, definitely.
Money has to change hands constantly.
Yeah, they've got to let the people in. They're like I said, they have to treat it like the
worldwide.
flu. It's the flu. You are gonna get the flu. It's very possible you're gonna get the flu, and you might die from the flu. Same thing as with the regular flu. You need to get a booster shot. You get your booster shot. The biggest thing here in Thailand, they need to.
Yes, he did put out
start
an
jabbing
excellent
people.
insurance video. Yeah, exactly.
Who is that?
20 seconds in Thailand. Joe was.
Yeah, he did.
Who said? Who said that? Well, my stuff.
I don't see it.
William, hello.
William did. Oh, I'm way behind on.
No,
the chat
William's here.
Okay.
And I said hi to Bill. I'll scroll through here.
But
I'm still not used to this small. I have a monitor. What is this? 15-inch. I'm used to having like bigger one.
Yeah. Once you get
back home.
Down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder morning, Mark and countdown. Yeah. So they have to do it, and when they start treating it like that, like I said, I think what I was saying was the biggest problem that Thailand has is that they were having problem getting the vaccine and getting it into people's arms. From what I'm understanding, the last few days have been in the millions of them getting people vaccinated, me being one of them. So I know what I experienced when I went over twice. The first time I went over to where they were giving the injection, they were giving the China one, and there must have been 6,000 people there. I went, oh crap. Now, when I went, there was 72 foreigners there taking the Pfizer, and
good question, Dirty Old Man. I'd have to look.
Two Americans. COVID insurance. I think that when you do get it,
remember.
You can use that for COVID insurance. And COVID insurance, from what I'm understanding, is very reasonable for expats that are already here. Mine is covered, I guess. So.
And here's 22nd in Thailand. Rob, go there and search insurance. He did a video just reminding us that it's a great idea to have insurance. I'll tell you what. Yeah. I mean, even if, I'm not going to get sick, I'll be whatever. Oh, yeah, you could lose a leg in a motorcycle accident tomorrow.
Well, just for me, 1 million baht, above 30,000. And I would have gotten away with under 100,000 baht. So, I mean, it's a gimme. I feel bad that I didn't push that more when I started YouTube and told people about that. And I kept putting it off because, I'm fine. Hey,
Les, how you doing? Love that flipping flying video, man. Bucket list. I'd love to do that.
I like that too.
I would love to do that.
Morning, Les. I got to have insurance. Thailand's got to treat it like that. They got to get people up to that. What is they want? 70% herd immunity. And then they just treat it like the flu. Going to be around for a long time. You're going to have to get booster shots of the vaccine, whether you believe in it or you don't believe in it. The Thai people they don't want to take it either, but they know they're standing in lines to take it because they know that their economy is not going to get back to anything until they get vaccinated. So they're willing to, take whatever they got to do to get their stuff. Now I heard that supposedly, and I haven't heard anything more about it, the next sandbox, somebody was talking, I heard some rumors, I don't know if it was Tiger or whatever, and of course always check into what I'm saying. But somebody said something about Bangkok. But before that, I heard about Krabby. And I'd really like to see Krabby because what's his name? Nick from NDI, whatever video. I got to learn that guy's channel. He walked through Krabby, and I was there twice with my wife and my wife's family. And it was a lovely place. We had a great time. And when he walked through there, I had experienced all that stuff. Probably something similar to somebody that's been to Pattaya all the time and whatever, seeing the devastation. But me to see that boy, that really brought light to what's going on. So I hope it's Krabby. And some people are saying Hua Hin. But I think Hua Hin's planning on opening regardless of whatever anybody says come October. But we'll see. No one's gone against people yet. But I think they're going to open it up.
I like boring. Dirty old man. I like boring.
Krabby's nice and boring. Yeah, me too. Now you can go anywhere here in Thailand, dirty old man, and it's boring, regardless of where you go. Phuket, Patong.
Great channel, Joe.
Every place.
Great channel.
Every place. What's that?
Dividend No Man. It's
I don't
Kevin.
know. Oh, okay. Kevin, 30 in a
30
wake
in a
up.
wake up. Yeah.
That's his new channel.
He has an additional channel.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I'm gonna have to subscribe.
I told you that this morning, Dave. Come on.
Did you?
No,
Yeah,
no.
it's that Alzheimer's thing.
That's messed up.
What about the island off of?
I was doing that to my dad up until the day I left.
They've opened up, and I don't know which islands, but now if you want to come to Thailand and do the sandbox like Mitch did, they have a 7 and 7. You can go like he did to Phuket. You get your PCR test. They call you in a couple hours. They say you're free. You tour Phuket. Then there's islands you can fly to. I believe it's Samui, right, Mitch? Samui and the surrounding islands. You can fly there, and you can do 7 days there, and then you're free to go wherever you want. Now, I did hear other rumors, and remember, check this out before you take my word for anything. They said that you can travel from deep red zone to deep red zone, Providence to Providence, without any problem, supposedly, starting in September 1st. Don't know for sure. Only thing I know for sure is the restaurants. I'm pretty much for sure again. Check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bodo. Nice island, Dave. You are voting on fishing. How about him? Do you like the fish? Bodo wants to know. Mitch, you like the fish?
I like to eat fish, and I like going out on the water.
I am too, and I'll say Mark's not here, and I'll forget the name of it, but my favorite channel is Ocean Fishing. It is Young Bloods, a guy in Australia. He's got 2.5 million subscribers. He was an electrician. He stopped at his YouTube channel, supports everything. He's bought boats and everything. Great fishing channel if you like ocean fishing, if you want to check that out. Mitch might have it. Do you have the link for Young Bloods? I think it's Young Bloods.
Yeah, I don't promote anybody over 1 million, Dave.
YBS right there. YBS.
Yeah, I have
Mark
his link.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I have
in case you want to do it. But it's the fishing there. And another guy in San Francisco is called Fisherman's Life. He's another guy, surf fishing. He's got a little boat, does
that's funny. He doesn't picture me as a fisherman. Yeah, I've worked crab boats in Alaska.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not a fisherman.
Yeah. I've been to Cabo when I was growing up 30 times back and forth just for fishing. I enjoy it. Have I been fishing in Thailand in the 3 years I've been here? Sadly, no. And I need to change that as soon as all this crud gets over with. Rayong is pretty good for great beaches. Let's see. Mitch, you know about that local airport. Listen, William says Rayong is pretty good for great beaches. Local airport, less than 2 hours drive to Bangkok, 30 minutes to Pattaya. Yeah, that's where Thailand Digital Nomad lives.
Me too. Yeah. Rayong. Well, I'll be in Rayong not too long.
Yeah, and
I won't say when, but I'll be there.
Yeah, I was supposed to go there too, and I will be as soon as they.
I already have accommodations. I had accommodations there before I left the States. I had accommodations there a long time ago, and I still have the accommodation. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that.
They have good fishing off there, or what? Do they have fishing there?
I eat fish.
Ocean. It's the ocean. Yeah, that's the way I am. I'm not a big fish eater.
I've turned over a new leaf. I only want to kill 4-legged animals to eat.
4-legged animals. You want to save their heads and put them on the wall. Where's Mark? I want to put them on the wall. But if it tastes real fishy, I'm out. If it has that fishy taste, I love sushi. I love tuna and salmon and some. As long as it doesn't have a real fishy taste, I'm really hooked on this. Once a week, my wife gets me a whole fried.
Absolutely, Les. Would love to meet up.
We definitely will. He's in Rayong. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, are you going to stay there? Are you going to stay there, Les? Or you were talking about maybe going to the wife's in-law or your in-law's property and build something there? I know you were debating, but I think you said you were going to stay in Rayong. Anyway, it's a tilapia that they fillet, fry up the whole fish after that, and cut it into little cubes, and then they give you this much green leafy lettuce stuff and pea peanuts and hot peppers and carrots and ginger and everything to put in little wraps and eat it. Once a week I have that. It's really good. As long as it's not fishy, I'm in. What's that?
I went fishing on a boat in Phuket many years ago. We had to go back to shore because we ran out of beer.
That's what usually happens. Another 2 years we'll be here in Rayong, Les says. Then you're going to go. Are you going to build where you're there? Your in-laws are close to me or towards me, right? In Surin? I can't remember. I think he was close to me in Surin, her place. I don't know for sure. Les will say, and I'll put up the link in case you want to come on. Les, you're more than welcome always. And that's about that. And there you go. Okay. Retired. My wife has her house. She already has a house there. Okay. That's where you guys were staying, right? When you were there, because you were there for quite a while. Month or over a month? 2 months? I don't know. Let's see. What is this? A long one. Gotta love Thailand. Nick's is NDTVI, which is Nick Dean TV, is likely for international as there's already an NDTV channel in India. I usually say Nick Dean TV, easier to remember. All right, cool. I appreciate that, Craig. I like it. So it's just he's on late, you know. It says your device is not. Mark wants to try again. Here we go. And he's spinning, and he's spinning, and he's spinning. But anyway, I put the link up there in case anybody wants to come on. Of course, everybody's always welcome. Oh, Korat. Okay. That's about 3 hours from me. Are you on, Mark, or are you frozen? Good. Look at how still he can keep. Isn't that amazing? Look at how still he can keep himself. I'm going to try.
Still spinning.
He's amazing. It was a blink competition.
Whoa.
Who just fell out?
Jake just fell off.
Oh, did he? Let's see. Yeah, that was. You know what? That was really weird. I did a video when we went to Korat. That's where they make all the waterfall that we bought and the little figures and the death houses. I don't know what they're called, and spirit house or whatever. All that kind of stuff, and people bring them back and then sell them. That video got the most views out of any video I've done. For some reason, people love that video. Can't tell you why, but that's the one that I don't want you to think that I get a lot of views. I think it's like 3,500 views on that one. Most of my videos only get a couple hundred, 600, except for that freaking Forza video on the accessory things where I did the little thing with the drone, and that's got like that's got second most, maybe taken over first. I don't know.
Hello, Randy.
Hey, Randy. How are you, Randy? I'm here late, but made it fashionably late. That works. Very remote suits me. Yeah, you know, it's really weird. I came here. We were talking about people saying and karma and stuff like that, and it will come back to bite people in the rear. But I'm here to retire and have a good time. I could care less what any of them do now. I've said my piece, and I'm going to go on having a good time with the people that I'm meeting now and taking them for what they're worth and for their face value here, and making a lot of good friends as far as I'm concerned, and a good family of people. Like I said, if it never gets above 600, then okay. I had a little milestone that I wanted to make that 1,000, but if it never makes it there, that's fine too. I like doing what I'm doing right now, talking with the people that I'm talking to. So,
well, you got 601 subscribers, Dave.
Oh, I'm on the way. We're moving on up. Where's that? Is that the Jeffersons moving on up to the whatever?
22 likes and a thumbs down.
How many up?
22.
Wow. And how many down?
1. Not doing so well today.
Not enough trolls. Let's try Mark. Let's see. Oh, he's moving.
My last try.
You got it.
Oh.
You made it.
You're very trying, Mark.
Yes, exactly, William. Best idea. Enjoy life with good people and your choice. Exactly.
Hello, Joe.
Hey, there he is. How you feeling? How you feeling, Joe? How are you, Gift? is Gift in the pool antagonizing you because you can't go in, or is she just not that devious?
Well, I hope that appointment goes well, Joe. That's
Good. Oh yeah, I think
Man,
Joe
that was,
said. What did you say? You go every 2 days and have it changed, Joe? Is that what the thing is? And I said earlier about Joe, he's a stand-up man because I know that he's embarrassed for what happened to him on that scooter, but he did it only to enlighten people to not have it happen to them, and that shows me character big time. Just $3.99 to go. Yeah. It must be a bummer though. How you got a brand new house, you got a brand new pool, and now you're being told you can't go in the pool. I know that's got to be killing them. Yeah, Gift. I bet you she's taking care of you. I know my wife would be taking care of me, and I know that she will take good care of you.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Now, can you drive, Joe? Can you actually drive, or does Gift drive, or are you having somebody take you to the local place for the bandages? Let me know.
Watch his video, Dave.
Oh, did I not watch all the video? I didn't watch all of it. I watched like half of it. Did he go and get it changed? I know I'm horrible, and I feel bad too. Bobby's
Klaus and Toon took Gift to the grocery store.
Okay.
JJ got him there. Was going to do, I think, range transfer for the next one.
Cool.
My mind's a little foggy today.
All right, so I got caught. I need to watch the whole video. Horrible person. Turned into a really good friend. Glad I wasn't. This is this one. Who said this? Randy. Glad I wasn't eating a plate of bacon when I watched.
Hey, he gave fair warning.
He did give fair warning. I will say that.
Yeah.
Oh man, it looked bad. I mean, but I imagine everything's going to heal. But Joe said I'll have a scar. But I don't know. If you're like me, scars are a sign of when I used to go to Indio. I mean, to what was that? God, what was the name of that town? One of my ex-wives moved there.
That's awesome.
A lot of Indians.
Awesome,
anyway, they like.
Thank you, Klaus. If you're watching, that's very kind.
So Klaus is the man driving.
It's good to be surrounded by good people.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking forward to meeting him. When I came, I don't even know if he was there. I don't think he was there. I only got to spend one day. Next time I go, I'm going to be taking my wife and go and spend time. Like I said, Joe's the only one really that I've met here in Thailand, and stand-up man. Gift is a great Thai lady. He's lucky like I'm lucky. She's lucky like my wife's lucky, and it's good to meet good people. And I can't wait to meet. I still haven't met Mitch, which I'm hoping to soon. Mark's going to be here soon. And I think what's going to happen, we're going to have a giant party in Rayong. I can see it already because Tom's there. Les will come.
Central enough, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a bunch of people there. And I'm sure that's close enough. If James wanted to come, he could come. Anybody else that's there, maybe we'll find a central place and go for a weekend, man. Everybody we'll all stay in the same hotel and spend 2 days together. That'll probably be enough. You'll be tired of me. So after 2 days, you'll want to go.
My partner knows my exploits on YouTube now because, getting famous.
She was.
And she says to me last night, she says, "You're making all these plans. Are you actually ever going to live in Rayong, or are you just going to be a nomad going all over the place?" I said, "That's a very good question."
Oh, thank you, Joe says. Thank you, everyone, for the great. Yeah, and like I said, man,
welcome.
He's a stand-up guy. It's a hard thing to do when you've done something that isn't the sharpest thing you've done in your life, and to come clean about it to help other people just shows integrity to me. So not that he had to. I already knew the man was. So I'm glad that he did it. What did he got to say here? I'm still looking forward to traveling. Yeah, I am too, Joe. I can't wait.
Stupid's my middle name. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I don't have as much integrity because if I had to tell stories about all the stupid stuff I've did in my life, I wouldn't have enough time. I'd be dead before I could finish everything.
Anyone that's ridden a motorbike for a long time, for several decades, we've all got war stories where we've made avoidable accidents.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I think Mark said you're gonna get a big bike. You're gonna get a big bike too, right? Are you gonna get Big bike. Yeah. So Mark will go too. And then I know that Chuck said he was, and I know that James said he was. So we might have a crap load of people going for a nice little ride once all this stuff's over.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I'm tired with it. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
there's Les says be a big meetup. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I'm looking forward to meeting you, Les. Les is another one that I think is everybody that's in here right now. I enjoy talking to and want to spend time with and meet here in Thailand. Which is safer, a small bike or a big bike? Here in Thailand, my biggest thing that I can tell people is you can be safe on whatever, but you have to know how to ride and you have to be defensive, because here in Thailand, you have to know. I've got a knack, and I have since I've been riding two wheels since I was 4, but you have a knack. Like I could tell when I'm riding that this person is going to cut me off or this person is going to do this. And if you ride defensively, you'll be fine, because I can't afford to go down. If I go down at 5 miles an hour, I'm going to break a hip. I'm not resilient like I was when I was 20 and 30 years old. So
I've been looking at that, Joe. I've been looking at that bike myself.
Yeah,
which one's that?
Me too, Joe and Mitch.
The
Same
ADV,
bike.
yeah.
That's the one I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And they've had those out for a while. They have I've seen the ones, everybody's going to buy new, but I've seen I think aren't they like 350? Do you know, Mitch? You check prices. The ADVs.
Yeah, I do, but
I think they're like 350,
today.
but you can buy one a couple years old, 2018, 19, 20, something like that for 200, 220, 190, something like that. But they're nice too. But I don't know, man. Until I get out and actually go on a ride, because if I go to Rayong and my wife's not going to go with me, I'll probably take the Forza. But from what I've had, I put what I got. I got to go in for my checkup, my first check-in, oil change and all that. I think I've got 800 kilometers on it now, but I don't see any problem with the power it has. I don't have any need to go over 100 kilometers. That thing will cruise at 100 kilometers all day long, all night long, and never sputter. So, and still have enough throttle to get you out of something. That's what I have to have. I have to have something that's got a little bit left on my cruising speed to get me out of the trouble that I'm going to foresee in front of me. So, but 380 to 420, is that what Joe's saying? Wow. Yeah, it's all relative. What did I spend? I spent 175,000 on the Forza, and I put 20,000 baht in the accessories I have on it, in the back box, the side boxes, the camera system, everything that I put on there. So, and I'm thinking about putting crash bars on. I don't know if you heard that, Joe, if you were in the chat then. I think I'm going to put the crash bars on just in case. So I have something to slide on. And the reason I say this, my whole life I have ran through crashing and sitting on the top of my bike. And that's perfect until something sticks. The good thing about having the crash bars on is the bike will actually ride on the crash bar and slide across the pavement and not have a tendency to grab and want to jump up in the air. So I might do that, because if I hurt myself on this freaking bike, out of all the stuff that my wife has told me about how she doesn't want me to drive, my life will be bad. Let's say here. I drove a fire appliance for 20 years, always drive defensive. Yeah, it's a way of survival. Yeah, it is. And I don't know if it's a special knack, but I've always known. I've always seen things coming in front of me. Loud pipes have saved my life 50 times, straight pipes, just by wrapping the throttle. I could wrap the throttle and grab the clutch quicker than I could hit the brakes or anything else. And people wanting to move into me, So, but I can't stop riding. I told
they do, dirty old man. They're called a car.
Do they what? What was that? I missed it.
Do they make wraparound crash bars? Yeah, it's called a car.
Yeah, exactly.
A fire
Take
truck.
care, Andy.
Yeah, they are. And I took one when I went there to get my marriage license and stuff that I needed. Somebody taking off. Okay, Andy, take it easy. I took for the first time. I took a motorbike taxi.
Man alive.
Yeah, I was gritting my teeth. You know what I found out works? I just held on and closed my eyes, and I just went, no, I didn't close my eyes. But yeah, it is scary. Scary.
Frightening. Frighteningly
Later
scary.
All right, Andy. Everybody's saying goodbye to Andy.
Especially when you're big like me, on the back of a little
yeah
click, a guy going 90 miles an hour with skinny wheels and gold rims.
Yeah. Now the little Scoopy that I have, man, I really like that bike. I'm having fun on that thing, man. It just cruising and zero octane, man. It just I fill it up and it costs under $100 to fill the tank.
Fire truck. Yeah, it'll run on fumes.
Go for weeks. Yeah, it'll go for weeks.
People are always pulling out in front of your fire trucks and aid units and stuff. It's crazy. It's like they're blind for some reason. They can't see the lights or hear any sirens.
Oh. So, anybody else? Mark's here. Vincent's here. There's only 4 of us. So, yeah, I think that's who said dogs. You know what?
There we go. Tank. That's good.
I had a PCX, but I still like my Honda Click. I really like my PCX, and I drove that from Kamala to Krabi twice, to Colac. I drove it all over for 2, 3, 4, 5 day little jaunts all around Phuket. I liked it, but the Click is nice too.
Clicks are nice.
Every time I've rented one, I've rented a Click.
I switched from a Click to a PCX because my knees were hitting the little bit of fairing on the Click. It's just a different setup there.
I think the newer ones, but you had a 150, right? You should have had the.
I had an 80/50 for a couple of 3 weeks, and I had a Click 150.
Yeah, the
and
Click 150.
Now I'm on to a PCX 150.
Yeah, the Click should have been the new layout. Click, design, and that's probably got the most legroom possible. What's that?
Joe's sending me pictures.
Oh,
he sent me one too, but I can't open it at the moment.
First time I rode a moto taxi.
It looks like I'm looking in the mirror.
Wow.
So I'm not gonna.
Wow, did you get hurt? He's saying he got in a head on. I'm guessing a head to head. That's got to be a head on. In Bangkok, right? Yeah, head to head in opposite direction.
Taxi.
Soy Bacau.
That's Pattaya, isn't it?
That might be Pattaya, right? Pattaya?
Yeah, Soy Bacau. Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, it's right there at the very. It's right at the bottom of my. I'm scrolling up. I'm like, it's right there, Mitch. Look, if it was a snake, it would have bit you.
Is Joe sending pictures? I'm hearing my phone ding, so he must be sending them to me too.
He wants us to share them. Patience. Patience.
Tommy J says, I saw domestic travel opening in Thailand, including air. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, October 1st or sometime in October.
Oh yeah, it's frightening.
If I was a betting man, I'd say they're going to be gearing up to open up everything. Are they going to be able to? Is there going to be an onslaught of 9 billion people moving in or coming here for vacation? Probably not. Is it going to be the right thing to do? I think definitely. And is it going to help Thailand? Yeah, I think so. I can't see. I don't know if you guys have watched Chuck's video there in the U.S. It looks like there's nothing even going on. He's got to put a mask on occasionally, but otherwise he's walking around having a good old time. And that boat is
wide open.
You know what I did here today, Mitch, because we were discussing on who that person was. He in the video, I don't know if you watched today, Chuck. That's a person that Chuck worked at a car dealership who worked himself up to a high position, and they're friends. There's a friend.
That's it.
Yeah. We were discussing this. Yeah, we were discussing this the other day. We didn't know who was his daughter, we didn't know. So now we know. But nice, definite nice yacht. I call it a yacht too. Who was it said? Was it Brock that said it's not a yacht if it doesn't have sails? Who was it that said that?
Yeah, it's a motor yacht.
Motor
it's a Sea Ray. You know what I mean? When I grew up, Sea Rays were just, 20 footers.
Yeah, and they weren't exactly the top of the line brand, and may
No, but
not
they're-
be to this day. I don't know, but I know that the one that my friend has, Hatteras, was always big, and a bunch like that. But
American standards. Yep.
yeah, I think so too. Take care. All right, take care, Joe.
See you, Joe.
Hopefully everything goes good.
Be well.
We'll be talking soon. Have a great day, my friend. Everybody's saying goodbye to Joe. So what are we at? Hour and
Love these
15 minutes. Is it almost time
Galas,
for
nice
geriatrics?
apples.
Who's getting out any operations? Do we know any operations?
Well, I've
We
got
wanna
some
go to
goes
the-
out of Australia for me.
operations.
What's that? How's your hand, by the way? How's your hand, Brock?
The hand's
Good.
good.
How about numbness and that kind of crap?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
Still a little bit of tenderness just here, but it's not bad.
And you got a feeling and everything?
Oh, it's
Wow.
lots of feeling, lots of movement.
Cool. Yeah,
I can
like I
ride the
told you.
bike again, so that's good.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think we have much geriatrics. And where did Wawi? Did she go away? And did we make a love
Wawi's
connection
still
with
hanging
Dirty Old
around.
Man? Did we make a connection with Dirty Old Man yet, or no?
Oh, Dave put chatting right at the start. Dave, you missed it all.
Did I? They were going at it earlier in the chat. I
before the
missed
show
it.
went on.
Where are you at, Dirty Old Man? I mean, you don't have to tell me exactly. You're in the U.S. though, right? I think Midwest
Yeah.
or somewhere East Coast somewhere. When are you planning on coming? And probably asked you this before, but I got Alzheimer's, so you have to bear with me. It's just part of watching
Yeah,
this
Alzheimer
channel.
can't remember anything.
Let's see.
Southeast US.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. You have dialysis. Who was it that said that? How did I miss that?
I answered that.
There it is. I went to Dallas training. Okay, so you have to do that. One of the guys that was in the club that I was affiliated with, I had to take him when we go on runs. Like when we went to Laughlin, I had to take him across the state line over, and he had to do dialysis every couple of days. Kind of a bummer. He ended up passing about, what was it been, 6 years ago? Probably one of the biggest motorcycle funerals on record. Great guy. Tiny was his name. Great man. Good guy. What did I do?
In Australia, if you got a name of Tiny, then you're a big guy.
Yeah, he was a big man. Big man. He was affiliated with one of the first clubs in the San Fernando Valley, which later became another club, but he'd been around for years and years. Do you want me to share this?
An apple a day
Keeps the
got
trolls
me
away.
to where I am today.
Oh, I thought it kept
me
the,
some time ago.
I thought it kept the trolls away. An apple a
Go
day
ahead.
keeps the trolls away. All right, I'm going to put it up. This is Mitch. When? How long ago?
A few years ago, before I started eating better.
Okay.
Thanks, Joe.
No, that's a big guy. That's a big man there, and no doubt about that.
God, what
Terrible.
did he have in the tires? 100
Joe,
pairs
Joe has to spend 3/4 of his day just looking for crap. No wonder he's meditating. What did William say? A Leo a day is a good too. Yeah. I still haven't had
I
a
agree.
record.
I agree.
Leo. Yeah.
No,
And
not from the
Dirty Old Man, they do have a surgical procedure way before dialysis. Now, is that why you're not coming to Thailand? Are you planning on coming to Thailand to visit? Planning on coming to Thailand to retire? What's the gist? Wow, I said, was that really Mitch? Was that really Mitch?
No.
I
Well,
think
that's
Dirty
why you
Old Man's
said-
going to come later in the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, save it. Save that photo. I have a joke to go with.
All right. Send it to Joe. Send it to Joe.
Beautiful sunny afternoon in Melbourne.
Oh, wait, I can send it to you.
Are we locked down in Melbourne or no lockdown in Melbourne?
Still locked down. They're going to extend it for another 3 to 7 years.
Yeah, keep in touch when you do travel. Dirty old man.
I'm hoping, to get a trip in before. What are you just visiting? How old are you, if you don't mind saying? And then are you planning on coming to retire here or just vacation? Which is nothing wrong with vacation. But like I said, I'm still a firm believer everybody will bust my chops, other people, and say, oh, you shouldn't tell people to come to Thailand. You shouldn't tell people. Come to Thailand. You'll enjoy it. Are you sad? Are you have any regrets about coming to Thailand, Mitch, when you did?
No.
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 Yeah, I don't think.
The only
Especially
regret
if
is
you're
I
gonna come
wasn't here earlier, but I had things going on in the States. I still do have things going on in the States. But well, good luck with the surgery, Joe, as well.
Yeah.
The Achilles.
For what? For tendonitis. Okay, and Achilles. Wow, that's a bummer. And then, this is kind of the geriatric session. Was told one guy had 7 years ago and hasn't had dialysis. So obviously the surgery can keep you from having to do that. What else did he say? Gary ate an apple too. He said, Dave, the info will be in the future announcement. All right, cool. Does he have a channel? I don't even know. Do you have a channel, Dirty Old Man? Does he have a channel, Mitch? I don't even know.
Not with any great content. Not great. A lot of content, I would say. I don't know. I don't remember.
That was a
you just caught me.
Let's see. I'll tell everyone. Les says, I tell everyone, come, you have to come. Yeah, I think so too. And like I said, if you're coming here to chase women, then maybe not.
Yeah,
but if you're coming, go ahead.
4 subscribers. Yeah, 4 subs. No content. I'm the 4th one, by the way. Dirty old man.
I will.
Ty Vanen already to up an entry point for the needle. Oh, I see what okay. Interesting.
Okay, I see. I believe it too. I mean, like I said, even if now Mitch has been there, I've watched another
bananas are dangerous
down there that I like to watch, and he runs around and having a good time there, and doesn't seem to have a problem at all finding ladies that want to spend some time and have some fun in Phuket. So you can't really say that they can't. The bars, Mitch was saying that there was a bar. Was it actually a bar venue open, Mitch? An actual bar? They serve food, or they serve food.
Bar.
Oh wow.
Pool tables. Bar.
Maybe, and they're playing pool. Okay, so there you go. So get it from you can either listen to what other people say, or you can take somebody that's right down the street from one. But still, like I said, there's a small chance that you might have a false positive. That could be a bummer. My advice to anybody that has a small false positive, go straight to your hotel and do not leave. Don't go to the hospital unless they drag you there, because they will let you stay there until you take another PCR test. And
that's what Dirty Old Man's talking about there. What it's called, vascular access for hemodialysis.
Okay. Needles. So that must be similar. Is that similar to what my wife had in her chest for the all her treatments when she had leukemia? It was a pad they put underneath so they could keep jabbing it and not have. She wouldn't have all the pain and all that.
Good was an question. I don't know if they put a port. I think they put a port in for some.
That's what it was called, a port. But it was a port.
It was a port. Yeah. Some of them are an actual physical port. That's that's and then
it's gotta be a bummer.
Nope. Maybe. It says yep, nope, maybe. 23 and a third. 23 and 3. Okay. Cool. Right on. Glad they're here.
That was me because of whatever platform we're on. What are we on? The little duck one or the other one? I was getting
okay. Yeah. Okay. Is that the incorrect one or the correct one? That's what I want to know.
But I don't know. Like I said, I still think even if you're going to come vacation here with your family, beaches are open. You can go to the restaurant, you can sit down and drink Coke and stuff with your family or whatever. But I don't know. Are they serving alcohol in the bar, Mitch? Or do you know?
A beer in a bottle is
Yeah?
alcohol. Yes, sirree.
So now there's even more reason. Now I don't know if they're doing it under the, with that they could get in trouble or whether it's wide open. But it's definitely something to check
Right
into
on
because
the flipping main drag.
I don't see any reason why you shouldn't come to Thailand. Don't see any reason.
Is there anyone else hearing a clicking noise?
Yeah, I am. It's got to be Brock. It's always Brock.
Somebody typing?
Not me.
Now I don't hear the clicking noise. Now, if we hear typing and it's from Mark, we know we're in trouble because he's typing with an appendage. Zero alcohol beer. You don't drink. Is that what you're saying, Dirty Old Man? I don't either. I'll have a beer, but that's about it. I don't get drunk. Haven't been intoxicated in over 20 years. Never will. No one, when they meet me, will ever see me drunk. It's not a pretty thing. So, zero alcohol, me too. But you're not are you a big drinker, Mitch? You're not a big drinker, are you?
Anything I eat or drink, I'm big.
I'm not gonna ask the Aussies. I already know that question. I'm not
a
gonna
big
ask
motorbike rider. I'm a big. No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Imbibe. I drink.
But when I do meet up with everybody, I will drink, but I won't get into.
Yeah, I'll have a beer or two.
I can tell right when I get to the point, I start drinking Diet Coke or water or whatever.
I stopped drinking when I can.
Ice cream and sardines.
I can still walk
sardines
home.
For breakfast.
You can still
walk when I finish drinking. I don't. It's been a long time since I've written myself off that.
Oh my God, Joe! Send those to Dave so he can share his screen.
He said, "I don't have my phone's over there. I can't get to my phone." I like a drink once in a while. That's the way I am. Because when I was in Costa Rica. What's that? Go ahead, Brock.
I have occasional beer at home.
Yeah.
And in Thailand, I'm
playing the drums.
Yeah, like I said, when I was in Costa Rica for those 8 months, they had margaritas and then they had their beer. And it was basically the same thing. They would bring buckets of ice. You would throw ice in your beer. I would throw ice in my margarita and I'd sip on them. And I could probably get through 2, maybe 3. And they made them pretty strong. And I'd start to feel a little bit and I'd switch to ginger ale or Diet Coke or whatever. And that's just the way. I'm just not going to get drunk. No one wants to see me drunk. It's not a pretty sight.
I don't think anyone drunk is a pretty sight.
No, but I will sit down when we all meet and have 1, 2, 3, whatever I feel comfortable having, but I just won't get intoxicated. But I am looking forward to that because there could be quite a few people meeting up, whether we meet in Rayong or someplace close to Rayong, because I bet you we'll have 8 or 10 people, by then, if a lot of them come.
Well,
if we're going on a bike ride.
Might be in Moonstone on Samui where Mitch is hanging out soon. I don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot of people going to Samui.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. They've got great security.
I put ice. A lot of people put ice in their beer, and they get looked at weird until they come to Costa Rica or to Thailand, and it's pretty much a given. Pretty much a given to put ice in your beer.
Yeah.
But real beer drinkers would probably frown on it. But let them come to Thailand and take 2 sips out of a beer,
better, Joe,
and then drink a warm beer. If you're going to drink a warm beer, then you can bitch about it.
I'm sure there's plenty of publicans that have watered down their beer over the years, but ice in beer I've never seen until I came to Thailand.
And I didn't see until when I went to Costa Rica. But like I said, it's really weird. We're on opposite ends of the planet and the exact same climate, exact same wet season, dry season, temperature, humidity, everything's exactly the same and on the opposite side of the planet. And they've got to be almost exactly the same distance from the equator because they're getting 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of night, just like here in Thailand. So it's pretty weird. So when I went there, that was the first time I'd ever experienced ice and beer. but I wasn't a beer drinker. I drank the margaritas. I haven't been a beer drinker since I was a kid, but I do like a beer on a hot day. I will say that.
Me too.
Let's see. What did William say here? I've never been drunk in Thailand. Always like, yeah, exactly. Just a couple of beers. Yeah, you don't want to be. I was out of control in Tijuana, Mexico, and where did I end up? In the Tijuana jail. So no, you don't want to be. You don't want to be out of control, and you definitely don't want to end up in a Thai jail. What do you call it? A monkey house? Monkey house? What do they call their jails?
Yeah.
Definitely don't want to. I don't want to experience that.
Tijuana was Hilton,
bad enough.
Pattaya Hilton, Bangkok Hilton.
And you know, and I haven't really seen. I've seen a couple of drunk Thai men that were a little out of control, and a couple of drunk foreigners, but nothing really bad, you know. And no one's confronted me yet, and I have a real big tolerance now. Somebody could come right and get right in my face and actually say stuff, and I'll give them probably 2 or 3 warnings to back away and before I go off. Where when I was younger, there was no questions asked. If you're going to get this close, you're going to get knocked out. So, but my tolerance, because I know how it is to be intoxicated, especially if you're real drunk. So I'll try to, you know, be nice. And if their friends are there, I'll say, you know, hey, you need to take your buddy out of my face. Yeah, a little bit. You know, where when I was younger, no slack ever wasn't in my vocabulary.
Look, I've seen plenty of drunk Aussies and Americans and Brits, and when I've been to Pattaya, and you get a sense of where they're going. You know, they tend to be, you know, if they're coming towards you, well, you know what, discretion's a better part of valor. Take 2 steps back, they'll walk past. The train wreck will just continue on down the tracks. But there's been once or twice where I've had to interject because I've been with my girlfriend, and I've just gone, hey, fellas, just back away. And as soon as you turn one around, they're like sheep. You turn one around, they all go around. So I
found out when I was younger that some women, especially that drink, in a cowboy bar with a biker, have a tendency to cause trouble. Because the ones that I had would come back and go, you see that cowboy over there? He grabbed my ass. Now I don't know whether this cowboy grabbed her behind or not, but I have to react. That was the person I was. So you go up. Do you tell them what's wrong? No, you just hit them and then drag them out and
Angry Bubba, hello.
But I'm not that person anymore. Thank you.
A lot of ass grabbing in Thailand here.
Yeah, sometimes on and off it does happen. Sometimes you have to let's see, bar fight in Jamaica.
Some people need to drink.
Bar fight.
And they
40 days in jail.
Relax.
I've never reacted when they grab my ass.
Wow.
In Jamaica.
I'm just that type of guy.
40 days. You know? Wow, Bubba. That'll open your eyes.
I'll grab it for you.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's just it's being in control of everything and knowing. I think maybe being a little bit older now and having a little bit more experience. But like I said, I will back away and say, hey, you know, you need to calm down. Now, if somebody touches my wife or something like that right in front of me, there's nothing that's going to stop that. But not even trying to be a Thai person and
the
regulate.
live version of that dirty old man is a good one, isn't it?
Not going to happen. Let's see here. I had a problem with the drunk.
I ain't gonna fight him over his dumb.
Tired to touch my wife's backside. Yeah, nasty police took him away for a talk. Yeah, you know, I just don't think that I could control myself because, first of all, no one's going to touch my wife. I don't care who you are, and so I don't think I'd be able to stop. But I think that if there were police or somebody there to intervene, even another Thai person would probably intervene just as quickly as I would want to hit them. So hopefully they would get them out of my way but I think in that particular instance, if they weren't a Thai person, I don't think there'd be anything. The cops would take them away and do nothing with me. But if it was a Thai person,
me too stuck. Yeah. 180 out.
And I've seen Thai guys and girls come out of nowhere. Whenever there's been a Thai person, whether it be male, female, or transgender, and they've been set upon by a group of yahoos, Thai people will just come from in. You know, you think, oh, I'm going to go and help you. I'm going to be the chivalrous man, But no need, because the Thais come out of nowhere and all of a sudden, bang, that person
Take care.
Justifiable, William.
Take
going
care
to
of
regret it in the
yourself.
morning.
Times like that, you're justified to lose your temper.
Yeah, and I would too, William. There's no doubt. Am I a different person today? Yes, of course I am. Would I back down and give somebody 10 tries? I don't know, 10. But would I back down if someone was coming at me and just say you need to reevaluate and try to avoid the situation? Sure, I would. But if somebody messes with my family, messes with my wife, or anything like that, or my friends in that instance, I don't think I could completely control myself. And like Stuck says, 180 from when he was younger,
Walk
they
away.
wouldn't even get a chance. I would do it.
Yeah.
Les is leaving. All right, Les, take it easy. Hope to meet
See you, Les.
up with you soon. You have a great day.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, me
and
too.
that's the best piece of advice you can ever give, Will, is that, and that's
Yeah.
anywhere, but especially in Thailand, because you're a foreigner in their country, and
Yep.
any excuse to beat down on someone, they'll take it. So just smile, walk away.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, if something was like that to happen, if someone was coming at me, if it was a Thai guy, like you said, there probably would be other Thai people, especially with my wife, that would intervene and step in between us and say, no,
Absolutely.
you need to relax, and they take them outside or whatever, unless it was my fault and I was being stupid. But I'm not stupid unless I'm drunk. So it won't happen. So, like we used to say, we used to go into bars when we were riding around, is some people just have stupid hit me written on their
That
forehead.
sounds like
because of the
Rodney.
stupid
Sounds like
questions
Rodney
that they would ask.
Dangerfield. Take the wife. Take the wife.
Take the wife. Take the wife.
Oh
Money or
my.
your wife.
Throw her
Take the
into the
wife.
crowd.
But yeah, so I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't ever happen. I don't put myself in too much of that position though, because I don't go out to bars. I don't stay out 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. If I was to go into a bar, it would be probably when we'd meet up, and I don't know, I'm an old bastard, and come 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I'm pretty much exhausted, ready to go to sleep, and most people aren't even going out into the city. They don't even go out and start partying until what, 11, 12 o'clock, typically.
Yeah, I'm up
here
at
in-
5 a.m.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
what
I mean,
time I
old
get up.
dark 30.
Exactly. So anyway, let's see how long
The
we've been going.
cockroaches
Now
are rolling over, wondering what the heck I'm doing up that
1
time
hour
of day.
40.
But and Brock, when are you going to come? End of the year?
As soon as we're allowed out of the state. As soon as I
As soon
can
as
get on a
Austra-
plane, we'll be on the way.
So as
Yeah.
soon as Australia lightens up, okay.
So Australia's starting
Yeah,
to
they-
have. I was going to say Australia's starting to have some mature conversations. So, like America, we're broken up into individual. We've got 5 states, 2 territories. But one of the right of centre governments which is New South Wales, when the capital is Sydney. So they've had 1,200 cases every day for the last week or so. But the Premier, which is the same as your governor, the Premier of New South Wales came out yesterday and today, and she says, don't care what the numbers are. If we can reach 70% of one inoculation, we're going to start to reduce restrictions. When we get to 80% with one inoculation, we'll do some more. When we have everybody's had 2 inoculations and we get to 70, even more restrictions will come down. So she's out there she's in line with the federal government, but of course all the other states are all going, no. Western Australia, where Brock is saying, we don't care if you get to 100%, no one's coming to Western Australia, which is, who cares? We've already had this conversation before. Who cares about Western Australia? No one. Just keep digging that ditch.
Well,
Just keep digging that ditch.
that sounds like a pretty realistic and good plan.
And this is what I think.
Yesterday.
This is what Thailand's. I think this is what the CCSA have said. You know what? They haven't got this. They're not. They're ramping up. They had record amount of vaccinations yesterday, apparently, in Thailand, and every day they're going to hit that. So now they're saying, you know what? Go to a restaurant, have a meal, and as I said, the CCSA didn't even bother saying in their official press release last night, we want to see 2 vaccinations. They're just saying, you know what? Do your social distancing, wear your masks, do your hand sanitizer, go out and have a meal, because they have not got the social security network that all the other Western countries have. The people, you just have to, you see it. People are doing it tough, and I think the government's slowly starting to realise that.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has that type of attitude on stuff. That's the way it's got to be. And then when you get to that 80, 90, and that pretty much, everybody is vaccinated, then it's going to be like any other flu. You're going to get a booster shot. People are going to die from it. People are not going to die from it, and life goes on, because you can't just hold out. Like I've got a buddy that is going to have to shut down his business because it's, part of the airlines and stuff like that. So he doesn't have, half the work that he had. So he's been in business for, I want to say 30 years or more with the same business. And he's going to have to shut down. And there's a lot of people like that. And here in Thailand too, they can't keep going through this.
So for Brock, I'm really, really hopeful that he'll get over soon. Qantas, which is our national carrier, is flying. But we mothballed a whole lot of A380s in, I don't know, Arizona, where everybody else puts them in America. They're bringing them. They're putting them back into service now. They're sending a few to Hamburg in Germany. So obviously Qantas is starting to get these planes air certified again, ready for some long haul flights. Now, I don't know whether or not it's going to be bringing a whole lot of Australian expats and refugees from Abu Dhabi that have come out of Afghanistan. I'm not sure, but I mean, Qantas is starting to think about it. The Prime Minister, or our version of your president, is saying that the first quarter of next year, he wants to see some action happening. But unfortunately, it's the individual governors or premiers that have all the power. But at least one in Australia has got the balls to say, you know what, we're going to hit this 70 and then we're going to reduce some restrictions. And she's got a 4-step roadmap in place. Just all the other one needs to come on board with it.
Yeah, I think it's a good plan.
Cases in WA, so we don't have any restrictions. You can go anywhere in the state and do anything.
Yeah, but no one can come. No one can come to not that anybody would want to, but anyway, if I did,
we wouldn't have you.
If you treat COVID like the flu. Yeah, I mean, I forget what it was. I was watching one deal, something, I don't remember exactly what it was, but they said that no one in the United States died of flu last year. They all died of COVID. So, some of them say that the numbers are more than the other one. So I don't know. Like I said, I think they need to treat it like that. If you decide that you don't want to take the jab and everybody's 70, 80% done, I don't really see that it would burden the hospitals that much once everybody, if they're up to 70, 80%, and let them go ahead. If they want to take a chance, would I have taken it? Probably not. I probably would have said no. But did I have to? I felt like I had to if I wanted to go. Like I right before this, I did a 45-minute FaceTime with my son and my 4 grandkids. And the one youngest, Luna, that was the one that was born when I was in ICU. So I still haven't seen her face to face. And my daughter didn't want me to and all that. We could just FaceTime. No, I went back to my original plan. 3 to 4 months here in Thailand, 3 to 4 weeks in the U.S. I want to see my family. I want to see my friends and such. And I want my wife to come too. Well, I heard something. Go ahead.
One of the chief medical officers that works for the federal government, he was on the news this morning when I was having a coffee, and he said what he wants to look for, what he wants the states and the federal government to look for, is not so much vaccination levels, not so much how many infections. He wants to look at how many people are in hospital and the underlining, how many are in ICU, how many are on ventilators. That should be the number we're looking at. Now, Australia, Brock might be able to remember if there's, or Gary in Melbourne, Gaza, is that at the start of all this, so last year, Australia wanted 6,500 ventilated beds, right? This is to slow the curve. At the moment, Melbourne, we have about less than 5 on ventilators. In Sydney, where they're getting 1,200 cases a day, have something like maybe 30 on ventilators. Brock has already said that there's no one with COVID in WA. There's no one in South Australia. There's no one in hospital in Queensland. No one in Northern Territory. So it's just Victoria, and there's a total of around about 35 people on ventilators. And we've got a capacity for 6,500. And that should be the number that we look at, that Australia should be looking at any rate. So,
well, now, like I had said from the very beginning, once all the recovery rates overtake the infection rates, things are going to look up, and they have been lately. So, they were down to 17 or something, and over 20,000 people recovered. So it's moving in the right direction. I think they have the right idea. They got caught. I don't, like I said, Australia is low, but I never could quite understand why they wouldn't let people leave. I can understand they say, hey, if you leave, you might have trouble getting back in. But if you've been vaccinated and you take the test before you leave wherever you're coming, take the test and even do a 24-hour queue back in Australia and test negative. I don't know. I mean,
look, and you know what? We're going to have a federal election here next year for a new prime minister, and the answers will come out then during the campaign. So,
all right. Stuck says the hospitals have never been packed with people with the flu like they are now here last year. Just saying. Yeah, like I said, I've never, I don't know about you guys, I've never gotten a flu vaccination in my life. Even when they were using live viruses, and now that you don't use live, I just never got one. Although my doctor for years has been saying, ever since I reached like 55 or something, I should get it because I'm more susceptible to die if I get the flu. So I don't know. Like I said, it seems like the flu to me. Is 200 over 200 people that are passing away here in Thailand. It's very sad, but God, I don't know how many people in Thailand have died from the flu. I don't know. I mean, I wish I knew. I wish I had more information so that I could make a thing, but and then when they tell me 200 and something people died and the median age was 65, that means that half those people that died were in their 80s. So, I mean, I don't know. I think they have to treat it like the flu. I think that what Mark said and people and whoever this lady is in Australia has the right idea. Once we get to this certain point, we'll open this much up. Once we get to this, we'll open this up. I think at least it's a plan. Yeah. The only plan in Australia that I've heard is,
that's right.
If we get one case, we're locking everything down. That's all I've heard out of Australia.
New South Wales. So that's our state to the north of Victoria. They had 6 deaths yesterday, 3 in their 80s, 3 in their 70s. Yes, all 6 had been vaccinated, but they all 6 died of other complications. So,
right, and that's the way it is because when you have something like that, like I said, I don't have diabetes according to my doctor anymore, but I'm like the poster child for dying of COVID. I'm overweight. I have high blood pressure. I was diabetic. I had everything possible, to do it. That's why I think they took me in so fast because I'm 65 or almost. And my wife, did whatever she needed to do on the internet with the thing. And anyway, I got the Pfizer, and that was the one I wanted. I didn't want any, but the Pfizer or Moderna were the ones that I'd been told were the lesser of the evils, but we'll see. What did Joe say?
And yes, Tommy, there's in Australia it's from 0 to 9 and 9 to 18 and 18 to 29 or something. They are the majority of the Delta infected people in Australia. And there's, yes, I'm not saying that they don't end up in hospital. They do, please, But, and as like Gary said, the health officials have been wrong. The trouble is that the government say we consult the health officials. Well, they don't, right? They consult one. They consult their chief medical officer of their individual government branch, right? The state level and the federal level. They're not doing a straw poll of the AMA, the Australian Medical Association. They're just taking the advice from one person. We had one state government in Queensland, and the chief health officer up there said, I wouldn't be giving AstraZeneca to anyone that's under the age of 60 or something. And that's a completely different message to what the federal government is saying. You can give AstraZeneca to anyone. She's going, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
And that's the way it was here in Thailand. There was ages put on the different ones. If you're, I don't remember which ones. The Chinese one was if you're over 60, you don't take that one. And I think AstraZeneca, that's what they gave my mother-in-law and father-in-law. That's what they gave them. And she's my age. She's 64 and he's 75. And she had reactions to it and he had nothing. They go back on the 3rd. I think they go back on the 3rd to get their second dose of it. But I think they've cut back on, and now they're saying different stuff, right? They're saying, oh, no, you could be – the only thing that they're saying age-wise now is real young, the 9 to 12-year-old or 15-year-old or something.
So the under-18s, they're pumping – we've got Pfizer coming in at a steady rate now. So they're pumping – they want to pump Pfizer into the 0s to the 18-year-olds. But the federal government a month or 2 months ago said AstraZeneca for anybody. Because in Australia, we can make AstraZeneca. So AstraZeneca is locally produced in Australia. The Moderna and the Pfizer, we have to import from the US. And the Moderna hasn't arrived yet. I think it arrives in November. Maybe someone else might be able to...
well, I know that I'm still scheduled for the Moderna in Thailand in October. So, in October, November, I think is when it's supposed to get out and about.
My missus is the same. And Gary, I agree with you, Gary. I mean, she's copping an awful lot of shit, but I think she's led the way a little bit. Yeah, every government has had a cock up along the way. But
are you raising? What do you want to say? Mitch would like to say something.
I've had my rant.
Sorry, I missed it. So I'm sure somebody filmed it, though. There'll be a video tomorrow.
That's right.
Okay, serious question. This is just okay.
Go ahead.
Why do we think that? What did it say? They're given different vaccines for first and second vaccine. There's also, like for me, Pfizer was 21 days. Boom! It was like boom. This is set in stone, right? And then some people it's like 5 weeks, some people it's 6, sometimes it's a couple months,
Right.
And why do we think that these things are happening?
Got no idea. I had the AstraZeneca, exactly 12 weeks between shots. Exactly 12 weeks between shots. I have an idea. Because it's an ongoing, I don't want to say experiment because then the conspiracy people come. They just don't know, right? So every one of these different situations, there's buku data being collected. Again, I'm not a medical professional, but it's just common sense to me. It's like, hey, let's try this over here. Let's try this over here. Let's try this over here. And finally, they're going to find a sweet spot, and then everyone will get on the wagon. That's my guess.
Well, I know here in Thailand,
some of it has to do with availability, of course, right?
Right.
And regions of the world. But I honestly think that's what it is.
Well, my wife and the 18-year-old both got the China one, and now they're already.
I was 21 days to the. They were
I don't know what mine
21
was.
Right on the money.
And I think mine is about that because I went 4 or 5 days ago, and I go on the 16th. So it's right around
and the 30th of
20,
March,
21 days.
Days I'll remember forever.
Yeah, I don't remember the date I even went, but I think it's about 21 days because I go in.
I hear 16th.
On the 16th.
I hear some Harleys. It almost
Yeah.
sounds like a Huey thumping, but a couple of Harleys out there.
What did Gary say?
I
But
sent Dave a video that the guys are getting ready for a roundup, whatever you
yeah,
call it.
yeah, a couple of guys wearing patches. I still haven't quite figured out and found out if they're here. They must
21
be.
days.
They must have a chapter here somewhere. But
Love that sound. Love that sound.
I know that here in Thailand, she got the 2 of the China, and now she's scheduled. I said, well, you got to get another one. People are dropping dead having 2 jabs.
Exactly.
Of China
exactly
one.
stuck. Exactly.
So I asked her, and she's on for AstraZeneca or Moderna, but not until January of next year. So it's like, and she works for TOT. She works sometimes out in the field. Definitely leaves this house every day. Well, 5 days a week. What did Stuck say? I missed. I'll put it up. A lot depends on the availability in the beginning. When sure we're willing, sure will work. Yeah, exactly. And I think, like I said too, that here in Thailand they've given the okay that you can mix and match this one with this one and this one with this one.
Pardon the pun, but we, the United States and the UK, are injecting vaccines into Thailand, right? We're sending over the Western batch, and
Well, they took everybody
Anyway.
that, like, when I went into the doctor, whatever it was,
injecting.
a week and a half ago, he looked like crud, and he was sweating, had a fever, had everything, and he said he had just taken the Pfizer because the
That's
Pfizer
true,
came
Duriel,
in,
man. They all
that's in the war.
Korea followed World War II.
The Pfizer was supposed to be for the doctors and nurses and everything. And this one site that I went to here in Surin, prior to the 2 times that I went to that, was all doctors and nurses, and it was all Pfizer. But like I said, the one day I went, there was only 72 foreigners and only 72 people taking the Pfizer. There were a couple of Thai people that took the Pfizer. Might have been doctors, I don't know, but not many. And I was in and out of there. I got there at 10:30. They took people in at 11. I was out at 12:30. So I was there for like 2.5 hours. It was bang, bang. And they took, of course, my wife said, he needs to see the doctor. So I had to go over and see a doctor, even though my blood pressure was perfect. Everything was perfect. She wanted to make sure. The woman, it's worse than having a mother, but I love her to death. And I'll take her mother and me 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Got no complaints, but had to stop by the doctor, went over, said, what's your name? Told her my full name. You want the Pfizer, right? You're taking the Pfizer. Yes, the Pfizer. Bam, over with, sat down for 30 minutes. They put a tag on you on the time that that you're out of jail. And I left at 12:27.
This probably can't.
No,
It's
No,
that's
you
my
got a phone?
calendar from my phone. Why is it so shiny? How can I do that? Some guys do this and it shows right up. Yeah, it just washed out. But it says, Anyway, March 9th, 11 a.m. Boom.
Yeah,
And the next
mine
one was
sounds
the
like
30th.
21 days because mine was like 3 or 4 days
Pfizer.
ago, I think. 3 days ago, and I'm go back on the 16th. So right around 21 days.
That was the Veterans Administration in at Seattle Veterans Hospital, Puget Sound Veteran System. Because I am a veteran. I'm not retired though. I didn't do that, and I served in peacetime during the Cold War. So let's get that out there.
Was there actually a peacetime?
I'm not disabled either. I'm not disabled. I'm on my own dime and my own retirement.
Was there a Cold War? Was there a peacetime? Because I know a lot of people that died during that peacetime.
Oh, I
And
know,
didn't get
I
any
know people that
recognition.
died in the.
Didn't
We
get
did
any
some interesting
recognition.
stuff in the. I did some interesting stuff with some interesting people during the Cold War. Yes,
Yeah.
I'll talk about it.
That'll be beer
over
time when we get all together.
Mm.
Did you get a letter of appreciation? What is this? A letter of what? Randy, how you doing? Randy, Mitch, did you get your letter of appreciation?
Mitch. Hello, Mitch.
He's
Oh, did he
doing
freeze?
he's doing a
He's
good
doing-
impersonation of me a little bit
Of
earlier.
you? He froze.
Here.
Oh, no, he wasn't.
For getting the. Wow, are you there,
Yeah, now you are. You were froze for a second.
dude?
were
I just
froze.
went. It just went. Poof.
Yeah, you were froze for a second. The
We
dirty old
lost
man
me.
wanted
I'm
in.
here. I'm here. I'm here. Go ahead.
Dirty old
Dirty
man.
old-
Dirty old man said, "Did you get a letter of appreciation?"
And I was asking for getting my vaccine or for serving my country or for what?
Okay. There you go.
I have a number of letters of appreciation from different mayors and such like that.
Thanks, Gary. I feel good. I feel good. I lived near Los Angeles in the very beginning. The
Has
streets and the
anyone
freeways
noticed
were wide
or mentioned Dave's
open.
trim?
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
I said that earlier.
yes. He's-
I'm
Okay,
trying to
see,
look
that
like
must have been when I was like.
my wife said I needed to look like Brock, so she went at me.
Actually, I did.
But
yeah, I did. Dirty
getting
old
around
man, yeah.
Southern California. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. I don't watch any news or anything, so it's kind of weird. So I don't know what the what it
Yeah.
looks like in the streets there.
I hear you, Stuck. I hear you.
What did he say? My grandfather that served in World War II in the Korean War, and my uncle that served in the Vietnam War talked me out of joining the Navy. The best talking you got. Sometimes I wish I went anyway. Now, no, you don't. But they did a good job.
I've got to go, guys. The cook is yelling at me that.
Yeah, I think
dinner's
I'm
on.
going to go too. What do we got? We're at 2 hours right now.
We're gonna.
I think so. I think I think I'm going to end it. I got a whole plate of lamu here with my sticky rice, and I'm getting hungry. And it was a good stream. I had a great time as normal. As usual.
normal.
So I want to
Ryan,
thank
good chat.
everybody for coming, and we'll do this again. What's today? Today's Monday, my time. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll do another one. Thanks everybody for coming.
Right on.
Joe, Dirty Old Man.
Are we
Bill,
gonna stay on for a
Tommy
little bit of
J.
after show?
We can if you want.
Couple chats.
But,
Yeah, I'll watch you eat.
yeah.
I don't care.
Okay. Cool.
It's raining
All right,
currently.
guys. Take it easy and have a great.
Thanks,
time,
everybody.
and We'll see you in
Get
a
some
couple
sleep,
days.
Bill.